Good morning. Today is Tuesday the 31st of May and today I'm joined with Jo again.
Good morning.
Last day of autumn. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. Just having a quick look. We're just going to do a couple of scans today. So firstly, just looking at the All Ords. We had a lovely big day yesterday. Makes the chart look very healthy again.
Yes, much better.
Little pullback, which is kind of to be a bit expected. The US was closed last night, so yeah, really not much about that. What I thought I'd do is the usual scan that I do. 15 have come up. AGY is starting to look okay, but it's already done a lot. We need it. We need a confirmation signal somewhere along here for a buy. So hopefully if it stays on the 50 cents for a while and moves on, that could be interesting. But right now you need to watch and see what that does. Barbell, yes. Big news with America over the weekend, which had people queuing up to get in it yesterday. So again, no confirmation. Let that one go for a while. CXO, I do like the look of this. This has moved up, formed a high. It's come back, formed a higher low, and now it's having another crack. You've got these two highs here. So you could actually argue that they're lower highs, they're lower lows, lower highs, but now you've got the reverse. So it's looking at your trading plan on where your entry could be. You could have an entry here, like on that level there. You could wait and just be sure over the $1.50 mark, or you could wait for an all-time high here, depending on how conservative you are. But that is starting to shape up and look pretty good. OBV looks great, so it looks like it's back on the road to recovery. EML, you could say that's the bottom. You'd sort of want a definite high, 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 low to form here. You want the OBV to stay steady. I mean, potentially there's a gap there, but it's got a little bit of work to do yet before I'm fully convinced that it's on its way back up. So you can put that in your watch list. LPI, again, you've sort of got lower highs, lower lows. You could argue it's doing the same, but there's every potential it could drop down this level. Yeah. So it's got a little bit of work to do, again, to convince me that it's back on the way up. MCR, this does look good. This is a bit the same as CXO. You're getting a high. Now, look, it's forming a sideways, which is what I really love. I bang on about it all the time. You could draw a box easily around here. And it just, if it stays in that box, you buy on the breakout. You've even got your risk there. It's almost like a little mini Dalvis.
Yeah, it's good.
So that looks quite interesting. OBV looks good. And the volume. MGF, I've seen better. That looks like an option stock. Medibank, look, it's an interesting one with this. It's a bit rough and ready.
Yeah.
Straight up looking at it, I don't like it. I've seen better. This is all over the place, but you could argue that there's resistance at this level. Might want to pop through the $3.30 and you might be back on the road to recovery on that. PDN, again, I've seen better. There's nothing really convincing me. I need a confirmation signal to convince me of a buy, so there's got a little bit of work to do. PNB, this has come up a few times and I really do like this move up. It's now moving sideways. Volume is dropping off. This is forming a pattern. Whatever that's going to be, again, just draw a little box around it. This has potential to do something. So, but it could take a while, and this is where patience comes in. Just sit and wait for the pattern to form, see what it's going to do, and then if it does break through that, you potentially have a buy signal coming in there. It looks good. I like the shape of that one. Yep. QEB, again, you could say it's doing a bit the same. It's not bad. That has broken through. You've got a potential target here, I would say, because that would possibly form resistance at this level.
Yep.
Again, I've seen better better setups than that, but it's not terrible. You could look into that a bit more. Yeah, do some work on that one. No, it's a recent float. SYR. Again, I've seen better. You could do some work on this stock to see if it fits your trading plan, but I've personally seen better out there. No, and that's it. So that's on that one. Now, I just thought for something a little bit different, we were talking about weekly scans. So predominantly we work on a daily chart, and daily is really good for pinpointing your entry, your exit, and what it's doing. If sometimes you want to look at a weekly chart, it's purely to take some of the noise away, and you can see patterns come up a lot clearer. So you can do a scan on a weekly, and I thought we could try it with a high, 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 low. Just do a weekly one, just to see what comes up.
Yep.
We've only got 2, but if you can see a weekly, there's just less noise and it's a bit clearer to see a pattern. That has got high, 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 low. It's a potential break through there.
Yep.
Now what you can do, and that's not a bad, that's sort of clearly you've got a gap up. But if you really then wanted to pinpoint it more and have a closer look at what's actually happening, you can then flick it onto a daily chart. Instantly you sort of see it's not as exciting if you put it onto a daily, but it's still there. You can still see, but it might just eliminate this stock for you when you look at, there's just no volume, there's not much going through.
Okay.
The next one, FLC, that looks really good. That looks like a great breakthrough there. Again, throw this on a daily. It looks good. Not a lot out there, but volume's going through. It's broken today. If it can close above that level, to me, looks pretty good. So you can see the change. It's a real big moves that we're seeing. That is such a strong move that you'd have to expect that to pull back at some point. But just the difference between a weekly and daily is it just, for me, removes some of the noise. And if you're holding a stock and you want to hold it for a while, another way of perhaps looking is entry and an exit off a weekly. It might just keep you in it for a bit longer. You've got to ride a few of these really rough rides though. But if your sell is on a lower high, lower low, then you'd be sort of selling out. So it depends on how much you want to give back, but how much you want to stay in a stock. So I'm not sure if I'm explaining, but if anyone's got any questions on the difference between daily and weekly, how you look at it, feel free to send in some questions to Jo.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah, any other questions?
No, I think that's about it. Of course, if you're interested in Kuala Lumpur, that is coming up soon. If you want to escape this cold weather, just send me an email, jo@protrader.com.au. Sorry, I've got a cold. I'm allergic to winter.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll chat again soon.
Bye.